Hi guys, CarbonShadow here, and I have a huge apology to make to you guys, and you're probably wondering why that is. Well, if you haven't noticed, the title of this FIFA 14 Career Mode episode says Episode 1 again. Let me explain. So, I sort of messed up on a big scale. I saved my FIFA 14 Career Mode I do in my own spare time whilst I'm not recording awesome content for you guys. I saved that over my YouTube FIFA 14 career mode, and I had no backup of it, so I've royally cocked that up, and so we're going to have to start again from scratch. But that does mean that because we had 4 episodes out, there will be 4 episodes out this week. So you have this one today, and then you have episode 2 on Thursday, episode 3 on Saturday, and episode 4 on Sunday. So I'm going to throw a lot of FIFA at you this week, because just to make up for the utterly stupid mistake I made. So you remember how I did the first episode. If you're new to this, then you won't, but I went through my transfers and I did my transfer shortlist. I went through all the players and I went and sorted out who I wanted to kick out of the team and put on the transfer list to sell. So I'm going to quickly do that again, but the transfer shortlist has changed since the last series. So let's go and have a look. So if we go straight to that transfer shortlist, we have Micah Richards, who is not playing for Manchester City and would be good to replace Santon or Debussy if they don't play. We then have Semi Kaya, who plays for Galatasaray, a great young defender, showing a lot of promise, and he would be a great replacement for Colaccini or Yango Biwa if either of them wanted to leave. Toby Alderweireld, if I've said that right, I'm not sure, but this guy is again another great talent, plays for Atletico Madrid and would be a great player to bring in if again Colaccini or Yango Biwa want to leave. Next up, we're on to the midfield. So Jason Puncheon, a great player, had a great season, or great second half of the season for Crystal Palace this season, and just he'd be a great player to bring in if we need to replace any key places in midfield. Leroy Fer, again, a good player to bring in from Norwich City to shore up that midfield if it does start to fall apart throughout the season. Next up, we have Adnan Januzaj, the first of my young talent that I want to bring in. I'll be trying to bring him in on loan from Manchester United. We were successful with that in the last season, and he was prolific for us in the last series I did. So, sorry about that. I think I am going to archive that season in a playlist somewhere, so I will put that up for you guys, so you will be able to watch the previous episodes. But I won't be able to continue that one onwards. Anyway, straight on to the next player, Jay Rodriguez, plays for Southampton. Great player, great striker, great midfielder. And if we need to replace De Jong or Remy, Rodriguez would be a great player to come in the next transfer window. Not the January one, the next summer one, so next season. Arnautovic, a great midfielder for Stoke City. I'd love if we could bring this guy in. Not this transfer window, maybe January if we need to bolster our midfield. If not that, then definitely in the summer of the next season. Charles Nzogbia, again, another great midfielder to shore up our midfield. Some great stats there on the lad. He's 27 years of age, so he's quite experienced, and I just think he'd fit quite nicely into the team. Now we're talking big. Adam Lallana, a very, very, very good player for Southampton. He's rumoured to be moving to Liverpool before the World Cup starts. Whether that transfer comes to fruition or not, we'll have to find out. But he'd be a really good addition to the Newcastle squad, and he's the first one in my list to replace that spot that Cabaye has left us in. He's left the team, he's gone to PSG, so we really need to replace him, and Adam Lallana is in that list. Next is Remy Cabella. Now he's the big one. He's the one I want to bring in to replace Yohan Cabaye. If you guys or my subscribers remember from the last series, we did bring him in, so hopefully we can do the same again this time for the same amount of money, because we got him relatively cheap, if I remember rightly. It was something like 11.5 million, which isn't bad for Remy Cabella with his age and how good he is. Next up, Raheem Sterling. Yeah, I don't think I'll be bringing him in this transfer window, but he's a great player for Liverpool. He won't be allowed to go out on loan from Liverpool. I mean, we'll try, but I don't think that Liverpool will let him out on loan because he's such a good player for them. But I'll definitely try and bring him in next season or in the January transfer window. Bakali will definitely be coming in. We sealed him in the last series for $2.5 million, so I'm hoping to do that again. He's fantastic, and he will play a key role on the wing because I play a 4-3-3 formation, sometimes attack, so we have that centre attacking midfielder. Against the bigger teams, I'll play holding, so we have that centre defensive midfielder. And Zakaria Bakali will fit nicely on the wing. So he's a definite to come into Newcastle United, and hopefully they'll accept the offer I put in for him. Lacazette, again, if we need to... These are the last two on my list, two big strikers that I want to bring in. So Lacazette is top of my list for strikers to bring in. If we can't secure Remy or De Jong for that matter, if he plays well this season, if we can't secure De Jong in the next summer transfer window, then Lacazette would be a great one to bring in. Hopefully we win some silverware and money on top of that so we can bring in a key striker, because I think Lacazette cost in excess of 14 million and I can't afford that in this transfer window. And then last is Bafétimbi Gomi, 5 million, so a bargain, a great player, and he'd be a great striking prospect to bring in. So that is my transfer shortlist. So we are quickly going to put out some transfer requests for certain players. So Adnan Januzaj is the first one. We want to approach Manchester United to loan the lad, bring him in on a full season loan, and we won't set a future fee because I want to see how he fits into the team. So we bring Adnan Januzaj in. Next, we want to bring in Remy Cabella. Now, I'm going to inquire about him before I make an offer because his price seems to fluctuate in the game. So we will wait and see what Montpellier want for him. But Zakaria Bakali we will approach to buy straight away, and I think 2.5 million will seal the deal on that one. So 2.5 million, and off he goes. Or off that transfer goes to him, and hopefully he'll accept that, and PSV will accept that. And that is it for so far. I think that is it. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think there's anyone else I actually want to try and bring in. We'll see if we can bring Raheem Sterling in on loan. We'll approach Liverpool to loan. Full season bonus per goal 5, and we'll see if he'll come in. But I don't think Liverpool will be willing to let him out on loan. So now that my transfer shortlist is out the way, let's get straight into the players I want to sell. So if I've already sorted this all out, so I've put most of the young uns out on loan, so they'll be loaned out for a full season to various teams, whoever wants to pick them up. But let's check who I actually want to kick out the team. So Obertan, top of my list to go. He's not a Premiership player. He deserves Championship football, and that's as much as he deserves. He won't play for me this season if he stays with us, so he's out. Ryan Taylor, I think he will get first team opportunities at another team, so I think he's better off at another team because I don't really plan to put him in the first team. Cisse, he has to go. He has to find his feet somewhere else because he's just not doing it here. So we'll say goodbye to Cisse hopefully in this transfer window. Sholu Amiobi, he can trot off to another club because he's not in my plans for the team. And neither is Mark Williamson. I think it's Mark. Is it? Yeah, Mike Williamson. My bad. I should know this team inside out because I support Newcastle United. Yeah, Mike Williamson. He's on his way out. And hopefully we can ship all 5 of those players out in this transfer period. So let's check the emails quickly. Of course, you're probably wondering what I aspire to do with Newcastle this season. So I want to find silverware. I want to bring glory back to Newcastle United. So I'm looking for us to get a Capital One Cup spot. I'm also looking for us to get a Europa League spot. Not a Capital One Cup spot. I'm looking for us to win the Capital One Cup. And I'm looking for us to get a Europa League spot. So in the top 5 in the table would be nice. But let's see what the board want me to achieve. So the board want me to reach the round of 16 stage of the Domestic Cup. Important transfer market information. We don't need that. We don't need my scout to introduce himself. We don't need to introduce the Global Transfer Network. Santon is injured. because I'm doing current squad. Santon is injured, so I'm not sure when he'll be back, but it probably will be soon. It says he could be ready for the first day of the season, or the Manchester City game, which is our first match of the season, or the Premier League campaign. So hopefully he'll be back for that. And our league objective is a Europa League spot by the looks of things, so that's all good. And let's advance forward and see how our transfers go down. So first off, my Remy Cabella inquiry, 20.5 million. Are you kidding me? Right, I'm going to put in an offer for 12 million and see if I can bag him for that. Because I managed to bag him for 11.5 in the last series I did, which I stupidly deleted. I'm still really annoyed at myself for doing that. Loan offer rejected for Raheem Sterling. I was expecting that, but a loan offer accepted for Januzaj. So Januzaj into the team, and PSV have accepted my transfer offer for Zakaria Bakali. So let's give him a 5-year contract. Let's see if he'll be a sporadic first team player, and let's give him a 10 bonus per goal rating and 10% bonus per goal rating, and let's see if he accepts that contract. He might want to be a squad rotation player, which I can see being a possibility, but if I can make him a sporadic first team player, that'd be great. Transfer offer unacceptable. They want 15.5 million for Cabella. Right, I'm going to put in 12.5 million and hope I can secure him, because if not, I'm going to go for my other options, because that's a lot of money to shell out, and I've only got 23 million in my transfer budget. Bakali wants to be a squad rotation player, so that's fine by me, but we'll knock down your bonus per goal to 5%, and he'll accept that contract. I'm pretty sure about that, so let's move that onwards. Hopefully Montpellier accepts. Still unacceptable. They want 13.5. Right, the most I'm going to go for is 13 million. So let's see if we can get for 13 million. I may see if I can do a swap. Maybe Cisse. Maybe if I swap Cisse with Cabella, maybe I can get money off. Contract accepted for Bakali. So Bakali's in for 2.5 million, which is fantastic. New signing arriving. Blah blah blah. Vernon Anita has a transfer offer for him. No, I'm going to keep him in the squad because I want to nurture him into the squad. And I will probably play him in the Capital One Cup. Right, let's advance onwards and see what's happening with Cabella. They've accepted 13 million. Thank God for that. So let's offer him 45k a week. Bonus per goal 5. A 5-year contract, and he is an important first team player. And let's see if he accepts that contract. Let's advance onwards. Hopefully we can lay off Cisse and Amiobi and all those. So we have transfer offers for Satka, one of our youngsters, off to Accrington Stanley. Off he goes. Hopefully he gets some good experience from that. I'm going to reject that offer from Fiorentina for Cheick Tiote because I play him in my 4-3 holding, or in that centre defensive mid position. And Armstrong off to Barnsley. Yes, off you go. He'll probably get some good experience there, the 16-year-old. So we've loaned two of our youngsters already, which is fantastic. But we haven't sold anyone big yet. Remy Cabella wants a bigger role in the club. That's fine. Crucial first team player, but you got to sign yourself a 5-year contract there, son. So hopefully he'll accept that now. I've given him a 5-year contract. Let's advance that onwards. We have a transfer offer for Woodman, another one of our youngsters, off to Chesterfield. That's fantastic. At the end of this episode, we will be simming the 3 friendlies before the start of the season. So we'll have to check out what the friendlies are. Apparently Cisse's getting attention from Aston Villa. And Montpellier, well, not Montpellier, Cabella accepting the contract I've offered him. So in comes Cabella for... In comes Cabella for £13 million. A little bit more than I wanted to spend, but that's okay. We'll sort out the team later after we've got through all these transfers. A transfer for Papis Dembélé from Aston Villa, and let's see if we can get 4.5 million for him. I think that's a reasonable request. So let's see if they will offer 4.5 million for Papis Dembélé. Aston Villa coming back and saying that's too much for him. Well, you can go and sod off, guys, because I want at least 4 million for the lad. I won't settle for any less. Rolando Aaron's another one of our youngers off to Carlisle United. Off he goes. That's great. We don't have a very big transfer budget left, so I think that's all of the transfers we're going to bring in as of now. And I have the squad set up here, but we are going to change it around since those new transfers have come in, and then we will sim this match against Real Sociedad. So let's go in and take Remy off for De Jong. Let's bring Bakali on that wing there. Let's get Sammy on the bench for Shola. Let's get Sammy on the pitch for Gouffran, I think. Sissoko will play there, but we will play Januzaj actually. So let's play Januzaj in for Gosling on that left centre mid position there. Let's get Gosling on the bench for Tiote because we're not going to need him. And let's just make sure Cabella's not sitting at the bottom of the list because he shouldn't be. Let's get Cabella up here in for Sammy. Not Sammy, Shola Amiobi. He won't feature on the bench, but that's not a problem because we've got Sissoko playing in that centre attacking mid position. Let's get Colaccini off for Dummett. Yangabiwa, Dummett, Haidara. That's looking good. Let's get Krul off for Robbie Elliott. And let's go straight in and sim that game and see what kind of result we can get against Real Sociedad here. So it's an interesting lineup I've got in there. Few youngsters mixed with some experienced players. So let's see what kind of result we can get at St James's Park. Nothing as of yet. But about 29 minutes into the game, De Jong grabs a goal, and that is brilliant. So De Jong with a goal there. Bakali with a goal in the 47th. Bakali already getting on the score sheet there, which I'm really happy about. Hervias getting a goal there, but hopefully no equaliser for Real Sociedad. No, Dummett gets a goal, and that secures it in the 86th minute, and that is a 3-1 win in this friendly against Real Sociedad. So let's see who we have in our next friendly. It's Real Madrid. That's Real Madrid, and who organised that? Why have we got a friendly organised against Real Madrid? That is ridiculous. We're going to lose this, but I'm probably going to put my best team out against them. Player conversations. Cheikh Tiote is worried about having red speculation. Well, don't worry, because I'm going to be playing a 4-3-3 holding formation against Real Madrid here, because we want to concede as little amount of goals as possible. So 4-3-3 holding is what we will switch to. Let's get Tiote in that centre defensive mid position there. Amiobi on the bench for Gosling. Let's get Cabella on for Sissoko. We want Sissoko in. Januzaj has already gone up to a 74, and Bakali is up to a 72, which is fantastic. I'm going to play Remy in there, and Sissoko can sit on the bench for Amiobi. Krul definitely in goal. We'll play our full defence here, so Colaccini. Haidara can sit in there because, of course, Santon's injured, and I think that's what I'm going to play. Januzaj on the left there. Yeah, and we will see how we fare against Real Madrid. I'm going to predict a 4-0 loss, but let's go in and check out. We have Jack Anik making a request, but I'm not playing him against Real Madrid. That's not going to happen. League objective, we already know. We already know our objectives. They're Europa League and round of 16 stage in the domestic cup. So let's, without further ado, let's sim that match against Real Madrid and see how we fare. I am predicting a 4-0 loss because it is at the Bernabeu, so let's see how we do. They're playing a 4-1-4-1 formation, and they're probably going to play a pretty strong team. Yeah, Bale's in the team, Ronaldo's in the team, Benzema's in the team, Ramos is in the team. It's 1-1 at the moment, and God knows how we're doing that. Benzema with a goal in the 11th, Ben Arfa with a goal in the 18th, and so far so good. We're pulling a draw. Di Maria's come on for Casemiro. Januzaj has come off. Benzema's got a second, and I'm pretty sure that's how the game's going to finish, but I'm not disappointed with that result at all. Oh, 3-1. Okay. Well, that's a little more realistic. Jesse Rodriguez bagging a goal there. He's a great player, and maybe he will be in my transfer shortlist for next season. Real Madrid getting a deserved win there, 3-1. But we managed to get a goal past them, which I'm happy with. Everyone's played well, in my opinion. The fact that Diego Lopez couldn't keep a clean sheet, that's fantastic. So let's move on to our last game, which is against Udinese here. Borussia Dortmund have accepted. I'll go back and check what that article was about. But we do have another transfer offer for Papis Dembélé. Can we get him flogged off for £4.2 million to Hertha BSC? Let's see. Player compensations. Paul Dummett wants to be played against Udinese. That will happen. Santon's back in the team, which is fantastic. He's back from injury. Let's check that Lewandowski story. Borussia Dortmund accept £37.5 million bid from Real Madrid for Robert Lewandowski, which is ridiculous. But it looks like Lewandowski might be moving to Real Madrid. Any other big news? Let's just check any other big transfer news. Milan are interested in Benteke. Lima might be moving from Benfica to Aston Villa. Any other big ones? Manchester City keen on signing Thiago Silva. I wouldn't put it past them to seal that in the next week or so. So let's set up our squad for the next match. We're going to downgrade the squad a little against Udinese here. So Remy off for De Jong. Let's get De Jong in there. I'm not going to play a holding. I'm going to play an attacking formation. So Tiote back on the bench. So let's switch back to 4-3-3 attack. Haidar still in the team. Dummett wants to play. So Dummett in for Younger and Biwa. Who else should we put in? Sissoko in there for Cabello because we're resting up Cabello for the season. Let's get Tiote out for Sami Amiobi. Let's get Sami Amiobi in the team. In fact, I want to play Sami on the left wing and Bakali on the right wing there. Ben Arthur can play in that right centre mid position, and I think that's what we're going to play for this game. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's just knock Robbie Elliott in goal, and let's see how that team fares. So again, a mixture of young and old in the team. So let's see what kind of result we can get against Udinese. They're playing a 4-3-3 holding formation. So attacking versus holding. Who will win? Bakali with a goal there already in the 5th minute. And I can already tell that Bakali is going to be great this season. Badu getting an equaliser in the 19th minute there. Bakali injured. That's not good. Hopefully he'll get subbed off for Remy. Ben Arthur missing a penalty. That's terrible, son. What are you doing? Amiobi grabbing himself a card. And it looks like this game could end 1-1. Remy on for Bakali. No late goals here. Douglas goes off injured for Udinese. And that friendly game ends 1-1. Bakali injured, so let's see the nature of the injury. Hopefully it isn't a bad one. Zakaria Bakali has suffered a pulled calf and will be out for 7 days. Thank God he's only out for a week. So he should be okay to play in the first game of the season. So that is all of the friendly simmed. We will sim right up to match day 1. And then I will continue into episode 2, which will be out on Thursday. And we will play match day 1, 2 and 3. We play 3 games every episode. Some of them Premier League games, some of them cup games, and you can look forward to that. Episode 2 on Thursday, episode 3 on Saturday, and episode 4 on Sunday to make up for the terrible mistake I made. I am really, really sorry, guys. Let's see if we can get 3.8 million for Papi Stembasi. So I'd be happy for him to go for that, I guess. The big story is Santon 50-50. So let's read this one. David Santon is ready to play is what the fans of Newcastle United would like to hear. Unfortunately, CarbonShadow has not released any information regarding the player's injury status, so everyone is in the dark over whether the fullback will be fit to line up for his team on the opening day. Well, I can tell you now, if we check the squad, of course Bakali's injured, but he should be fit for opening day. If we go down and check Santon here, Santon will be fit for opening day, so Santon will be featuring in the game against Manchester City. So let's advance forward. We have a transfer offer for Gael Bigramona. Off he goes to Wolves. That's going to be a great experience for the 19-year-old. We've offloaded quite a few of our young players on loan, which I'm really happy about because they really do deserve the experience. Transfer offers for... they've reviewed the asking price for Cisse and they want him for 3.4. Transfer offers for Mapu Yanga and Biwa. A transfer offer from Cardiff for Cisse. And, oh god, not 903 million or 803 million. No one's paying that much for any player. Let's see if they'll go for 4 million. Of course, we have to get back to Hertha BSC. I'm going to knock it up to 4 million and see if they'll accept that. We may not end up selling Papis Demba Cisse in this transfer window, but the transfer window will last about 2 episodes, so I think the transfer window will close midway through episode 3. Mapu Yanga Mbiwa is not leaving this team. Not on your Nelly. So Mbiwa staying with us for the rest of the season indefinitely. Borussia Dortmund boss is keen to bolster goal scoring options, and Rooney is apparently being looked at by Borussia Dortmund, which is an interesting one. Cardiff have accepted the 4 million asking price, so it looks like Papis Demba Cisse will be off to Cardiff, which is fantastic. Transfer offers for Michael Richardson off to MK Dons on loan, fantastic. And transfer offer for Sissoko, no, reject all offers because he is definitely staying with us this season. He is a fantastic player when he finds his form. So another youngster on loan, and we're approaching the press conference period. Hertha BFC have shied away from Papis Demba Cisse, which is good. All Cardiff have to do now is seal the deal. And of course, we're going to want to attend the press conference for this Manchester City game. So we have a transfer offer for Czech Tiote. Reject all offers this season because he's a key centre defensive mid for my team. Player sold. Cisse has gone to Cardiff City for 4 million, which is fantastic. The Villa match has been rescheduled, and we have that press conference to attend to. So let's motivate the tune for this first game against Manchester City. We have a transfer offer for Mike Williamson, which is good. 1.2 from Everton. Let's see if we can get the full 1.4 for him. Hopefully we can. So let's advance right up to match day. We have player conversations going on. Bakali saying he wants to be played in the game, and Santon saying he's okay to play. So let's advance right up to match day 1. And that transfer offer for Mike Williamson, they have accepted my asking price, and Everton will be buying Mike Williamson if Mike Williamson agrees to terms. Cruel saying the upcoming game is crucial to our season. Yes, it is. I will not reveal the lineup till the next episode, but that is the end of episode 1, guys. I'm really, really, really sorry to all my regular FIFA watchers and my subscribers about the utter stupid cock-up I made with the last series. I've made sure that there is a backup for this series, and there is absolutely no way that this mistake is going to happen again. So you guys can look forward to episode 2 this Thursday. I've said this already twice in this episode, but I'm going to say it again. Episode 2 this Thursday, episode 3 this Saturday, and episode 4 this Sunday. So I will then be up to date with all the episodes I'd already put out. It's going to be a lot of work for me this week, but you guys are absolutely worth it, and I appreciate all of you who subscribe and watch my content every time I put it up, because you guys are awesome, and you guys are the reason I do YouTube. I do YouTube because you guys stick with me, and you guys are awesome, and thanks for viewing my videos and just subscribing. So, as always, I've been CarbonShadow. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and like it. Don't forget to subscribe. The subscriber count is at 42 subscribers at the moment. If we can get that to 100 by December, I think that'd be awesome. So that's my target. I'm pretty sure we can push past that target, but it would be so awesome if we could reach 100 by December. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out my Facebook and Twitter. All the links are in the description. All the links are in the description down below. Also, my Let's Plays come out every Sunday. And there's also going to be a new schedule for my Let's Plays. In about 2 weeks, Let's Plays will come out every Saturday and Sunday. So you have an episode of one Let's Play on a Saturday and an episode of a different Let's Play on a Sunday. That'll be all. So that's going to be awesome. After this mega FIFA week, 4 episodes up in 1 week, I will go back to the regular upload schedule, which will be episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. So you can expect episodes 5 and 6 on Tuesday and Thursday next week. But apart from that, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you on Thursday with episode 2 of my Newcastle United FIFA 14 career mode. And have a good one, guys.